There we go. Hi, Pegasus. So we just walked about 17 miles today from Lee Canyon, what we usually walk in Las Vegas, to a little 15 miles past here, to a nuclear test site.
Oh.
They test bombs along the way, right? And so we're on the stage Peace Walk.
Area 61, area 51 here.
Area 51 is more north, but it's kind of on the way to there. Yeah. So we're having a recap of the Peace Walk today. Some photos being shared online for people who couldn't make it.
Before COVID, we'd have a big crowd.
Yeah.
But we're very small.
40 years ago, at the northern edge of the Mojave Desert in North America, an explicitly interfaith movement for nuclear abolition was born. Nevada Desert Experience has consistently called for the world to embrace nonviolence in the spirit of St. Francis, and for the end of nuclear weapons testing, experimentation, and proliferation. In the 1980s and 90s, Nevada Desert Experiences included prayer, dialogue with opponents, and nonviolent direct action to promote environmental justice and peace. This interfaith movement of NDE was situated in the historically Paiute and Western Shoshone regions occupied by the U.S. government's outposts of violence. Weaponized drones also became a focus for NDE's campaign of spiritual power to save the desert landscape from nuclear and military terrorism. The movement continues into the third decade of the 21st century, with the annual Sacred Peace Walk from Las Vegas into the abused desert, pausing at the Drone Air Force Base and at the nuclear weapons proving ground, which is 18 miles past the Goddess Temple of Sekhmet. You can join the virtual Campfire online. Connect with a dozen people who are walking 60 miles to the nuclear weapons site. Expect dialogue, prayers, stories, and songs in these 30 minutes of nightly global connectivity.
Text us to register for the online portion of NDE's Sacred Peace Walk. Text us at 702-751-4363. More information, including our social media connections, can be found on our website, nevadadesertexperience.org.
You and Robert with us. We know, but
Oh, my legs look too fast. I gotta cover them up.
hi, Pegasus. What does that hat remind you of?
A boa constrictor.
It
It's like a big chunk of a snake, and the rest of it's like down and coming around.
It looks like a tribal hat from, I'm not sure, somewhere.
Hi, Pegasus. I think it's our internet now.
I think it's a snake, no?
All right.
Can you hear me
It
now?
might be.
That's what the video was like.
Well, go ahead again and introduce yourselves, and your picture's gone. I don't know if you can turn your video back on.
Can you turn your mic up?
Yeah, and can you guys go ahead, introduce yourselves and.
I think I can hook up my Bluetooth.
Oh, your picture's off, yeah, okay.
We're being blown away here. The
Oh, the
winds
wind
are
is-
really strong. Yeah.
Okay, so we have some. Hopefully, if you can hear me, you can see that there are some images.
All the little life forms upon this little earth, multiplying, dying, and returning to rebirth. All the little children growing up in space, adding less more stories to the history of this race. Here on earth, here on earth, here on earth, here on earth. Out of town is searching for the way the world was made. Money spinning, sweeping all the gifts from the arcade. All the winos drinking to a methylated god. All the sleeping policemen who go by the book of blood. Here on earth, here on earth, here on earth, here on earth.
No, 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 no. No, 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 don't. No, don't.
I remember from whatever peace walk when you had the scones not
No,
drunk.
yes, scones not drones. Always scones not drones. That was a shut down creek.
Oh, that was Creek. Okay.
Sign.
Yeah.
It's a nice sign.
Does he have wine paint on his face?
What?
Looks like a pizza paella pasta.
Just it says that go ahead and leave the dialogue. He said.
The what?
Leave the dialogue.
Leave the dialogue. Okay.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, so today was our second day of walking, and it's pretty windy right now, but it wasn't like this the entire day. Yeah, does anyone want to share about walking today?
It was fun. The wind picked up at the end. It was very windy, but pushed through. It was fun. It was nice, and it felt worth the
I had a nice experience on the walk. A motorcycle pulled on the other side of the highway, pulled into the, what kind of center area, and he got off his motorcycle and he was hollering across at me, and George was a little bit ahead of me, and he said, "Are you all right?" And I was saying, "Yeah, we're on a peace walk," but he couldn't hear me, so he came all the way across and up to me. He was 30 years old at the most, and he said, "Are you all right?" And I explained to him that we were fine, and he said, "Well, I was concerned about it." And I said, "We'll be fine." And I said, how old George was and how old I was, and these two were just in the distant view, and I said, "They're 20-something, so we'll be fine." And I thanked him so much for being concerned about us. It was a really sweet gesture.
Yeah, it was cute.
We learned some new songs.
Yeah. Made some new songs.
It gave me a lot of energy.
Yeah, it was very energizing.
And it did feel really good and purposeful.
Yeah, definitely. More Pegasus. We get 2 of you, yay!
We actually walked past Creech Air Force Base today, which is for me on the Peace Walk, I don't know if I should say it's a staple, but it's one of the places besides the testing site where I've learned about, what has gone on there or what does go on. And I think back to my first Sacred Peace Walk and learning about Creech Air Force Base and how the drone program is there and how they fly drones, across the world. And I didn't even know this. And I've grown up in Las Vegas my entire life. And I had no idea, one, that there were unmanned drones dropping nuclear weapons, bombs on people. And, walking past Creech Air Force Base, it's kind of like, it's like, what are they doing over there? It's like, I know what they're doing over there. But it's always like interesting seeing the people come out from the base, and they see us also. And we had our no nukes, no drones sign. And I think the message is really important, and something that Karen had shared earlier. We had got the finger from someone, and she was like, oh, it doesn't really make me too sad, when that happens, because, they see why we're here and what we're doing, and they get the message, even if the response isn't, because it's so piercing to get a reaction like that. But, yeah.
Looks like my microphone.
Feeling grateful to be a player.
Thank you for talking about that. I think my microphone might be working again. We have about 2 minutes left. Is there anybody that joined you new today that wants to introduce themselves up close to the camera? Or is everybody the same as yesterday? Did you lose any members other than me?
Yeah.
Yes. Multiple.
We lost Robert and
Kellerman. And Ashley and Miles.
Oh, Ashley and Miles was such nice. It was so nice to have Miles there. Miles is 4, right?
Yeah.
Miles is 4. So much energy, so much love, and just a reminder of why we're doing this. And he's like the epitome of all beautiful things, I think, for me. And a reminder that stay like that and come back to that. And share it with the world.
I'm going to share the video again. Somebody can scream out about what you saw in the video and what it reminds you of from earlier in the day.
All the little life forms upon this little earth multiply and die and return into rebirth. All the little children growing up in space, adding less more stories to the history of this race. Here on earth, here on earth, here on earth, here on earth.
That one.
Out of town is searching for the way the world was made.
And Catherine.
Stripping all the gifts from the arcade.
Right in the morning.
To a methylated god. All the sleeping person who got by the book of blood. Here on earth. Here on earth. Here on earth. Here on earth.
We have 5 more minutes. Does somebody want to sing us a song? You said you learned new songs today. Can you hear me?
Does anybody want to sing a song?
Are there new songs that somebody would like to share?
Okay.
We didn't. Oh, go ahead.
What is it
Go
again?
ahead and sing it.
And also, since there's a visual medium, if anybody wants to dance to the song up close to the camera, you're welcome to do that.
Okay, louder.
That's all we should
Okay, okay, come on. Okay,
Alright,
okay.
we have a song.
We have a song. Okay.
Yay, thank
Yes.
you.
Make new friends. Keep the old. Some are silver, some are gold. A circle is round and never ends. That's how long you should keep your friends.
That was our song that we learned from
Karen.
we did a better job.
Make new friends, keep the old. One is silver and one is gold. Circle is round and never ends. That's how long you should keep your friends.
We kind of, yeah, we got some dance.
The movements.
Should we do circle around for freedom?
Yes.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. And he can go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sing.
Okay. Help me out now.
Circle round for freedom. Circle round for peace. For all of us in prison. Circle for release. Circle for the planet. Circle for each soul. For the children of our children, keep the circle whole.
All right. That's awesome. Any highlights? I mean, anything you wanted to give us a teaser about that's happening tomorrow? I think you're not actually walking tomorrow. You've got some other kinds of activities. Is that right?
Yes, we'll actually be going on a vigil in the morning to Creech Air Force Base. Peaceful vigil. We'll also have mindful meditation painting of peace rocks.
All right.
Yeah, with Karen, and meditation from Kai. And we'll have another vigil in the afternoon, but definitely rest day to rest the limbs.
Terrific.
Yeah. The wind has been very cleansing. So like it just released. Wow.
Did you say something about the wind?
Yeah, it makes it feel like a powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels very powerful experience to be surrounded by so much wind.
Yeah.
No, you know what?
So I'm so grateful that I got to be with you guys yesterday. And you all are awesome. It's a great privilege to be on the walk. I hope that I can join you again someday, and I hope that other people join you throughout the week. And so I pray that you'll continue to. Oh, that's a shot here of people vigiling across the street from Creech, actually. So I pray that you continue to have a safe time. Yes, can you hear me? I'm just praying for you all to have a very safe time.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yep.
Okay. Is that a newborn baby holder that's on your head?
It's a shrimp. I think it's a. It does
Oh,
work
like
for
the
that.
airplane thing for your neck. like the thing for your neck, for the
Oh.